This week on Hunting High, we're packing into the mountains of British Columbia in search of monster mule deer.
Woody, I think that's one of the biggest muleys I've ever seen. If he stands up, you gotta kill him, Woody.
No.
I'm only
There
on
he goes.
Okay.
We're so fortunate to live here in British Columbia. You know, growing up as a kid in southern British Columbia, mule deer is an animal that most of us probably cut our teeth on as far as big game goes. In the 80s and the early 90s, our mule deer populations were really strong, and mule deer could be found throughout the province. In 1996, we had a really severe winter kill, and it was really tough on our populations. It took some really strong management and time, but now British Columbia has returned to being one of the premier destinations for trophy mule deer, and a hunt that Corey and I never miss a chance to go on. While whitetail populations are on the rise in British Columbia, mule deer still have the widest distribution of deer in the province. Mule deer range from as far north as the Liard River Valley and from the Rockies clear across the province to the West Coast Mountains. Mule deer can be found ranging from the highest peaks in the summer months to the low valley bottoms in the winter where they find winter forage. Good winter range more than anything else determines mule deer populations in an area, and winter kills like the one we saw here in 1996 can be devastating to mule deer populations. There are two main time periods when hunters seem to concentrate on mule deer. Either early in the season when the deer are high on the mountains, or late October and early November when the mule deer start to rut. My buddy Lorenzo and I had been poring over maps for quite a while and had decided to pack into a valley for mule deer that we thought might hold a real sad daddy. We set aside 5 days at the start of the mule deer season and made the 11-hour hike into a ridge that we'd call home. The early season is a great time to be in the mountains. Long days of hiking and glassing, and short nights consisting of freeze-dried meals and complaining about the smell of your hunting partner. To make a long story short, our trip was a bust. We saw lots of game and a lot of beautiful scenery, but we didn't see the giant mule deer we were looking for. On day 5, we packed out and headed for home and some much needed rest.
Well, Sean, it sure looks like you and Lorenzo had quite the trip up there, hey?
Yeah, we sure did. And you know, Cor, we really felt like we did everything right. We went through the topographical maps, all the satellite images, everything we could find. We researched the record books, we researched the winter range, picking sheds, doing everything, learning all we could about this place. Now it was just a matter of going in and checking it out. And I'm definitely not going to say there aren't some giant deer in there. They just didn't seem to be around when we were there. And outside of the mule deer, the only thing I was missing up there was you, buddy.
I know. I wished I was there. Unfortunately, we had the prior commitments, so Sean took off with Lorenzo for a few days, start of the season, and I took off back to the East Kootenay region of BC where elk, mule deer, whitetails, bears, they were all open for archery. So.
And yeah, you're working on an episode that's going to be airing later this season.
Yeah, we had a good time. We had an elk that...
just about stood on Louie.
Yeah, I was almost nervous I was going to have to jump up and save him there.
Yeah, and you saw better mule deer than we did too on our trip.
Yeah, we saw a couple of good muleys and a couple decent whitetails.
Yeah, so we both had really good weeks.
It was a nice week of hunting for sure.
But now we're home.
Yeah.
I've gone out, I've looked into one of those spots that I've been watching all summer. You know how much time I've been spending glassing in there.
Yep.
Tonight there's a bull.
Right on.
So I've got you on the phone.
Yeah.
Our bags are already pretty much still packed. So away we go. The next morning the boat's going in the water.
Yeah.
We're heading across the lake and we're going to go up and see if we can get on this guy.
Up we go. Let's go get him.
I can't wait.
Yep. Stay tuned. After the break, Sean has a backpacking tip, and then it's back to more hunting action.
You know, we got a saying in the mountains, a moment on the lips and 2 weeks through your hips. And that's just what's going to happen if you don't take care of your water. Nothing can ruin a hunt faster than bad water. No matter what system you're using, whether it's a squeeze bottle, it's a pump, or even a battery-operated system, the end result is what we're looking for. What we're trying to do is we're trying to take out the bacteria, the protozoa, even viruses in some case. Where we live, the temperatures are quite warm most of the year, and Giardia and Cryptosporidium are two big ones that get us. Okay, so these are pretty simple systems, and like I said before, it doesn't matter what you're using, whether you're using a squeeze bottle style, a pump like this one, or even a battery-operated one. They're pretty much all the same idea. This end basically drops into your water source. Now, the most important thing on any of these is the filter itself. No matter what your drive system is, you're forcing water through here and you're taking out any contaminants. Now, a big thing for you guys to remember is when you're done with these, take them out at the end of your hunt, put them out on a shelf and let them dry out. Otherwise, what you're actually going to do is you're going to grow bacteria of your own inside that system.
Feet of fireweed coming through there. Unbelievable. No wonder you're glassing elk, and 1 minute they're there and the next minute they're gone. It's noisy too, it's dry, it's crunchy. I haven't had a whole lot of rain lately, but hopefully we get up here another mile or so and we'll start letting out a couple bugles, see if we can get an answer out of these holes. There's a whole bunch of them right on that rock face, Corey. This morning, Corey and I have hiked in here. We just spotted about 5 cows. There's a good bull in there. He's long beamed. We didn't get a great look at him. What we're concerned about right now is the sun's starting to come up over our right shoulder. And we're only going to hold this wind for another half hour, and then it's going to start blowing up. But those elk are not, I don't know, I mean, I can see them with my naked eye up there on the ridge standing, so, and I can feel that wind starting on my back shoulder. Corey, let's get out of here. We gotta make a move now. Wind hasn't changed much on us. We got cliffed out to the north, so we're gonna run this saddle right through. There's just elk sign everywhere. They must be running this down to the lake to get water or something, I don't know, but we can't be more than 700 yards from where we spotted them last, right through this draw. I think this hill rolls which way? Well, it rolls this way, but we can see a lot of country. As long as we're above that bull, we should be okay. Well, let's go find them. I think our best bet is just keep going up this ridge, okay? And then we'll start looking down. We'll rip a bugle out and see what happens. Okay. I'll follow you. Okay.
Rip out a bugle? Great idea, meathead.
Well, we snuck out over the ledge, let out a soft bugle. We knew it was taking a chance whether that bull would come in or grab his cows and head out. That's just what he did. This wily old brute grabbed up his ladies and headed out the backside of the basin for parts unknown. Plan A is not coming together.
A long ways from here to there, so stay tuned for more elk action. Let's see what's over the hill.
Plan A might not be working out, but Plan B is starting to look real good.
Welcome back. For those of you just joining us, this week we're hunting high in the mountains of British Columbia for elk. Or are we? With a really good-looking bull that's just disappeared over into the next basin, Corey and I are in pursuit. And as you're about to find out, our hunt's about to take a big change.
Are you serious? Yeah. You can't see him right now because he's behind him. But he looks like he's got like 5 on one side or something. There he is.
Oh.
I never got a real good
Woody.
look. Let's see him.
I think that's one of the biggest muleys I've ever seen.
Come on.
Wait till he walks that ridge. He has an absolute tank.
Oh yeah.
He's a good buck. Holy,
He's a good
Woody.
one. He's coming this way too.
There's one to the right of him about 50 yards. That's heavier than he is. See him walking the ridge?
Yeah.
What's he look like? You could get a bullet right there, Woody. Let's see. I got him in the camera. Jump over the log and lay on the log.
I don't know which one I like better.
Well, give me your gun. It doesn't matter to me.
Here comes another one.
Woody. What? That second one? He's a 6 on one side. He's got 3 sets of splits.
Maybe we should put the spotter on him. The other one's with him is good too. If we get a chance to drill them both, let's drill them both.
Hammer that 6x6 Woods. Let me know if you're gonna shoot.
Yeah, well.
Holy smokes, that is a stomper of a muley. Oh, Woody, let me shoot him if you're not gonna kill him, Woody.
So we've pretty much decided now that our elk hunt's become a mule deer hunt. We got these deer, they're skyline at about 300 yards away. Corey is all over me to kill one of them. I'm just not confident though that a bullet's gonna make it through that schnarb that's in front of him. So we decided we're gonna pull out, we're gonna drop around, out to the left, and come up the ridge behind him.
Sometimes these things happen in BC when you got a pocket full of over-the-counter tags. Sometimes you see something you're not expecting to. So we're gonna make the most of it this morning, and if we can connect with one of those mule deer, it's a heck of a lot lighter than an elk.
Straight up to those deer. Hopefully they're still there. How far?
258. Okay. I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crawl out here on the rock. You might have to come around over here. I'll crawl up through the grass. Or come over the top of me, one or the other. I just don't want to get too skylined here.
No, that's right. Well, I'll see if I can kneel right here. I might be able to see over your shoulder.
Okay, because I'm worried about if I get in the grass, I'm gonna have a tough
No,
time.
if you crawl up to there, they're not going to see a thing.
Okay, we got a bit of a problem here. Corey and I are arguing over who should shoot which buck. We got a big, heavy one. Looks like he's a 4x4 laying down that I like. There's a 6x that Corey likes. Mine's bedded, facing away from me. His is standing perfectly broadside. But what you guys do?
That's the heavy 4-point, the light spot that's bedded under that log. And the deer moving down to the left, that's the 6x6 that I like. And right in behind that tree stump, there's a decent 4x4. I mean, it's just a gorgeous group of bucks.
I think we're gonna have to ground score them both.
Sounds good.
What next again?
Yours is you're looking at
there comes yours out.
You're looking at a 170 muley. Yours typical, if not bigger. Mine's got small points, but points everywhere. He's not a bad buck, but
Yeah, now that I see the two of them together, though.
yeah, yours is definitely a mature buck.
Oh, there he goes. He's gonna get up.
I'm rolling. Have you ever passed up a buck that big, Woody?
Nope.
You know what? We're gonna have all day to shoot him. Let's get yours to stand up.
Look at him.
What if we get greedy and yours never offers you a shot? You're not going to get a better shot than that. But let me know what you're going to do so I can get on them.
Thinking about, mine's just not giving me much of a shot there.
Look at that shot.
Should I take him and then we'll see if the other one stands up?
Up to you. It's early in the season. We got all day.
But are we going to get any two better than this?
Well, we're never going to see 2 bucks bigger than these two this whole year.
I'm having a tough time with this, buddy.
How do you look at them? Antlers glowing in the sunlight.
Like, when am I ever going to get another 6x6?
Are you guys, people, you guys are watching this. You know, we've been on a lot of hunts, and you're probably starting to think that Woody's a pretty smart guy. He's a pretty good guide. But I don't know if you guys are seeing that mule deer as good as I can see him through the binos. I'm looking through my little LED screen, and he looks pretty good. Can you believe Woody's not shooting that buck? I'm really starting to question how smart he is.
You know,
what?
Jammer,
He's got some mass, too.
you're
Woody.
kind of a pain in my ass.
I'm going to stand up on this ridgetop and do a freaking jumping jack if you don't hurry up and shoot that buck.
See that one that you like? He's not really an old deer,
No.
but he's getting really close to getting shot.
Either Sean's got to shoot this buck or I'm going to beat him with the tripod. So you guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Well, like you saw before the break, our elk hunt now has turned into a mule deer hunt. And after 25 minutes of laying in the rocks waiting for this giant to stand up, buck fever's starting to set in for the both of us.
See that one that you like? He's not really an old deer,
No.
but he's getting really close to getting shot.
And yours is just an absolute stud, that one that you like.
I just don't know if I can pull that shot off.
I'll admit to all the viewers that Woody definitely likes the bigger buck.
Yours is wider. Uh-oh, are they going to leave?
If yours stands up, you got to kill him, Woody.
I know.
Mine's leaving. Oh, they're going to go onto that open lower ridge, though. Get ready. Yours
You
is
want
gonna
him?
yeah. I'm only on
There he
you.
goes.
Okay. Dead. Got him. You got him, Woody. Woody, he is a cracker. I think he's gonna go down.
There he is.
Oh, Wood, did you? Hey, buddy.
Jammer? Boy.
How sweet is that?
Okay, I don't know if you guys got that whole sequence. We spotted those deer. We heard an elk bugle over this side earlier. And we came across, and we've just been talking about how there's so much mule deer sign in here, and I mean, we just can never see them. We look up on this ridge, there's all these bucks. So we couldn't get a shot through the trees, so we circled around, came up this mountain here, got, I think, to about 258. The one I liked was bedded down. The one Corey liked, he was milling around, and he was a good-looking deer, but I liked this one better. Waited for them to feed away. He stood up. I gave it to him right away. He was hurting. He was standing still. And as you can see from the video, made what looked like a pretty decent shot on the last one. So, hey, Jammer.
Attaboy. That is so awesome. Oh my!
That's
God.
a little bit all right. Today's October 1st here in BC, or where we live. We actually get a short season where it's any mule deer. The rest of the time it's 4-point or better. I'll take this one for my any mule deer, I guess. Oh man, Corey, look at the trash down here. He's all gnarled up and he's long in here. Come down here, man. This thing is...
Look at that deer. I've never been in on anything like that. Look at that buck. Eye guards. Nice shot, buddy. That was so cool.
I was really sold on this one because he looked like the mature buck to me. We couldn't be any happier. Corey and I have had another just fantastic day out here, and we got a little bit of work to do now. We got to bone him out, pack him up, and away we go. We'll be a couple, maybe 3 hours down to the boat. So,
got some weight on the back.
Not bad. It's not packing elk out, that's for sure.
Away we go. Always a good sight. There's the boat.
Way cool. Well, thanks for joining us this week. And now it's Corey's time to talk.
Well, thanks for joining us this week.
And as you guys can see, sometimes it doesn't always work out as planned in the mountains. But this week, it worked out just fine, didn't it?
You bet it did. Yeah.
Well, join us next week. It's another great show. And Cora, we are in Nebraska.
Sitting in tree stands?
Yeah.
Well, it turns out pretty good.
It's an archery whitetail hunt from Nebraska with Seth Wright with Millstone Plantations. Till next week, hunt high, hunt hard, hunt safe. We'll see you then.